My topic today is math. The first question, do you like math? Definitely yes. Firstly, it connected to my business majors. As you see in business, we have to calculate many figures like revenue, expense, profits or tax, and so on. It requires accuracy. Secondly, math problems had an exact answers, and I have to prove with evidence. I think it's really good for me to develop the logical thinking skill. Number two, when did you start learning math? In Vietnam, we studied math in a formal education when we exactly turned 6, but I think I approached to math problems earlier. In the necessary school, I learned about the numbers through many pictures and a lot of songs. It's a and it's a solid foundations for math math knowledge in the next steps, the next levels. Number three, do you use a calculator? Well, I usually use a calculators. At university, I studied a subject called calculus, and it had many complex formulas that I can't solve by hand. And calculator helped me solve it um, more fast and exactly. Number four, do you prefer to use a calculator when doing math? Well, to me, not at all, because I think using a calculator when doing math makes me too independent on it. Sometimes it gave me incorrect answers, and it didn't also and it also well and it didn't also grow my mindset. Number five, do you think it's difficult to learn math well? To learn math well isn't difficult, in my opinion. Once I will tell you about my story when I learned math. Well, when I was a student at grade 7 in the secondary school, math was my Achilles heel. My oh, I in the class I always look at the board and listen to the teacher, actually, but actually I built castles in the airs, so my math score wasn't excellent. But after coming to the grade 8, I met a new math teacher. She helped me to improve my math. I After that I burned the midnight oil and followed the directions step by step given by teachers. So my math score improved very much. So I think if you want to good at any subject, you should try to attempt to it, and spend more time for studying at home. Number six, do you think mathematics is important? Well, to be honest, mathematics plays an important role in our life. Many aspects of life need math. For example, have you to it help you to manage your finance efficiency, and is is variations for other subjects like physics or chemistry, and it also build creativities, critical thinking and problem solving. Number 7. Did you like learning math as student? Well, as student, math is my cup of tea. Solving my problems with me similar to playing cheeky game. It's beating the clock when I have free time at home. So and it's one of the most is one of the most subject that I as one of the most one of the one of the most subject that have that I had a band for have a band on it. Oh, sorry, and sorry, math is and math was one of the most subject that I had a band. Number 8. Were you allowed to use a calculator in classroom? From the secondary school to high school, I was allowed to use a calculator in classroom. In it, when I was student, I have I had to solve many difficult form of math problems. So so calculator helped me save the time on on the test and solve the problems more fast and exactly. Now the final question is: are girls generally good at mathematics? In my opinion, I don't think so. Mm, I think what one person are good at what I think what a person are good at don't relate to the gender. Mm, I I saw many I saw uh, many boys in my school. They are really excited with math, and so I think hard work. So I think hard work compensates for lack of intelligence. So mm, if you try effort to one subject, you so I think if you have effort if you had efforts in mathematics, you will be good at this subject.